Hello, my name is Dave Emms. I'm at Triumph, West London. I'm a technician in the workshop here, and this is my story. I started riding bikes when I was 12, on the road at 16, as soon as I could, which was a very long time ago. And this bike that's next to me here is my very first Triumph, which I bought brand new in 1983, and it's been with me ever since. My first ever motorcycle was a Triumph Tiger Cub grass track bike when I was about 14. Yeah, and that got sold. And after that, the obligatory FS1E Yamaha at 16, and then a couple of other bikes in between, RD250, RD200, RD400, and then I had a mad moment with a guy that I used to know really well, an older guy who got me into Triumphs. He said as soon as I passed my test at 17, he would let me ride his Triumph T140. He let me ride it, and that's the result, that bike there, and we've been together ever since. I'd always been mad on bikes ever since I was about 10. As far as I can remember. Used to send off to the manufacturers for brochures, the sort of thing they used to do in the old days, and send you brochures. And then I was fortunate enough to go to Florida with my auntie in 1976 to visit her sister. She had 3 sons, 2 of which had bikes, and one of them taught me how to ride a Honda XL250 in Florida. I've always loved Triumphs. I don't know, it's the sound, the look, the history, that's the big part of Triumphs. It's a big heritage, isn't it? I've done the factory tour, we go up there quite a lot for training courses, but we don't get to go to the main factory anymore, unfortunately. Never managed to go to Meriden because that was the factory that closed down at the same time as I bought this bike here. I would have liked to have gone up there, but never did. No, but I like Triumph. It's just got that thing about it that you just keeps you coming back. Right, yeah, I bought this bike originally in 1983, although it's registered 81, but it was brand new when I bought it. I rode it around for quite a few years, more or less standard. Changed, certain things. Noisy air exhaust pipe is an essential thing as you're a bit younger. And then it got laid up for a few years with other commitments going on in my life. Bought the bike back out of storage in about 1990. Stripped the bike completely down and did a full restoration, including a full engine tune, blueprinted engine, loads of modifications. But the paintwork, the tank, is the original paintwork. It's never been painted. That's absolutely as it came out of the factory. Other paintwork's been done, frames been painted and stuff, but no, the tank itself, and you can see if you get a close-up picture of it, it's got a lot of crazing in it, but I never want to change that because the patina of that's part of the original bike, isn't it? Part of the history of it. I've been in a couple of situations at one point, and I remember the guy that got me into Triumph said to me he regrets every time he sold a bike. And there's been a couple of times where I've been, short of money, things have been a bit tight, and the thought was there, but just something made me go, no, do you know what? You can never replace that bike. It might not be worth a fortune, but it's worth, everything to me. Yeah, not all of them, no. But a lot of bikes, yeah. But you can't keep everything, can you? Why we're sitting here talking about this particular bike at the moment is because I've been asked to do a replica of this bike or a tribute to it on a modern scale. And it's a T120 that we've made look as close as possible to this original bike. Right, the bike we've got sitting here now is a Bonneville T120, which started life as a straightforward basic T120, which we've done some modifications to, mainly cosmetic, trying to replicate as best we can the paint job of the original bike and the basic look with modern parts. This bike that's next to me here, I was asked by Dave Lilly, who is our dealer principal, to build as close to a replica of my original bike as possible, which I have put all the work in building this bike myself, done the research, checked stuff out, got it all painted, sourced the parts through our parts department and made the bike into what it is now. So starting with the front end and the rear end as well. So we've got Dunlop TT100 tyres, Roadmasters to match the old style bike, Motone aluminium front mudguard, different headlight brackets, the handlebars are flat track style handlebars to mimic the ones I've got on the original bike. As you can see, the paintwork is basically a replica of my original bike, and the side panel's the same, and the rear fender is being changed to an aluminium to match and a rear light to match the bike that, as close as possible, we had on the original bike. Chain guards, chrome, yeah, I think that's about it really. Changed the headlight brackets to get as close as possible to the original bike and taken the shrouds off. Removed the fork gaiters to give it that leaner original look. One of the main things we've done is to get the sound better. We've put Westlake megaphone silencers on it. This new T120, which is not a replica of my bike, I've been asked so many times, every time I take my old T140 somewhere, like Box Hill, Loomies or anything, oh, I love your bike, could you build me one? It's impractical on an older bike because it would cost so much money, just wouldn't be worth it. But we've done here at Triumph West London as good a copy of that bike in a sensible, practical way with modifications that I would personally put on my own bike to make it sound right, look the part, make it look retro, if you like. I know it's a big thing these days, retro, but that's what we've done. And, you know, I keep looking at it and I keep thinking, do you know what? I really don't want to sell this bike. I really like to keep it for myself. But maybe I might build myself another one for me. So anyone out there that buys this bike, I think you're going to love it, and hopefully you love it as much as I love my bike. Make up.